Welcome to this YEPP Community Network meeting. We are very happy. Hola, Sergi. Buenos dias. We have our friend from Spain with us as well, Sergi. So, as I said, we will have now...
Hey!
Hey, Sergi. Nice to meet you again.
Good
What's
morning.
up?
So, we are very happy to have so many countries and people from the different YEPP members here this morning, and I'm sure more will join us. Yes, so as I said, we're going to have this YEPP Community Network meeting this morning in order to look at the following agenda points here. We have sent them around before, so we would like to share with you guys some highlights of the year of YEPP Europe and what has happened well, from our point of view in the network, but also in terms of our projects, etc. We would like to hear also from you. This is also the main point here to exchange between us who are part of this, if we can say, YEPP family, to hear from you what your highlights have been, some interesting stories or things you would like to share about 2018. And then we look into the future, in particular, of course, from our side, what we are planning to do in the next 2 years. And we also would like to hear from you again what your plans are, but also wishes and dreams with regards to us, YEPP Europe, and this network you are part of, and what kind of things you would like to see in terms of maybe projects, topics, whatever it is. So you will also be asked to share your thoughts on the future. So let's start with the beginning. Tanya will now give you a short insight about the highlights 2018 of YEPP Europe.
Okay, hi guys. Once again, welcome everybody. Nice to see you here. And I want to give you the overview of what happened in YEPP Europe and also like in our network in this year. It has been really rich year. You see a lot of pictures and maybe you find yourself on some. But anyway, I am going to guide you one by one as a step. And I want to start with People Places Partnership project, because this was a project which has ended this year with the final conference in Albenga. You see here the picture from Albenga, and then a series of multiplier events in the countries of our project partners. And the picture is here from one particularly in Berlin, which was in May this year, and we had a lot of international guests, which was very nice, and a lot of partners and experts who came, and we shared the results of the project People Places Partnerships with them and got very positive feedback. So it was also the year that we closed this project successfully. It was a lot of administration work at the end, as some people know, such as Mihai, for example. Yeah. And the good thing is that we received the feedback of the Italian National Agency, because we applied to Italy, and they praised the project results quite highly, and said officially that this project, People Places Partnerships, will be put as the reference of best practice for the projects in the field of use. And we are very proud to hear that, because it means that all the partners have contributed a great deal to the success. And yeah, we are very happy to have received this feedback, and that it happens in Italy. Exactly. So I go down to Fake Off, and here you see two pictures. And if you have not heard about this project yet, then Fake Off is a project where we participate as a partner, YEPP Europe, in the consortium of 7 countries, partners from 5 countries. And this is about media literacy and increasing the awareness of young people how to deal with fake news in the age of digital overload, so to speak. The lead partner here is organization from Austria, and on the pictures you see us in 2 meetings, in Graz and in Valencia. In Valencia, I have to say that it was a very successful event, a training of trainers where young people and youth workers tested the didactic concept and held discussions about what fake news really are, how they affect us, also how the social media affect us, and what can we do more to increase our awareness in this field. The results of this project will be visible more next year, and we will share it in the YEPP community network. We are developing an app with 3 games for young people, and there'll be also a lot of testing and getting feedback from young people, from youth workers, how this tool is good and effective. So we are also looking very much to continue with this. And yeah, we will be happy to share with you some more practical results next year. And then Empower Media Network is what you see underneath. It is still our media unit within YEPP Europe, done by Andrea Serafini mainly, who's coordinator of Empower Media Network. And he particularly organizes big youth exchanges. This year there were 2, which happened in Norway and in Turin. And we will continue next year also with him. He was here to film the tutorials for Welcome Ship. So those of you who are involved in Welcome Ship, so that's the man behind the scene. Okay. I'm going to go next to Inspiration E-Labs. So if you participated in Build Your Future projects before, hi to people who've done that. I don't know if you're here, but anyway, you will recognize some faces. We have rebranded this year the E-Labs into Inspiration E-Labs because these are the series of webinars which we continued also this year after the end of Build a Future project. And this year we had several experts talking to us on different subjects. This is all recorded, so you have access to this also after the end. It's always interactive, it's always rich in content, and you can always ask questions. So this is a good thing. We will also continue with this because it's been best practice for us also this year. And what is new is that we have partnered with Youth Citizenship Network. I think this is what they called. So we have
it's a Youth Citizen Entrepreneurship Competition. It's a very long name.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yes. So for us, it means that we have increased the outreach to more countries, also to some African countries, Asia, so more globally. And they are interested to share and disseminate news about the e-labs so that more people, more young people can join because it's for free. So yeah, it's also been a good development for this. And then comes Welcome Ship. Yay, Welcome Ship. We had 2 meetings this year, very good ones, very productive ones. One in Berlin, partners meeting, you see. And the one happened in Solna. It was training of trainers. Andrea, Aisha participated there. Who else? Hi, Mirella. Hi, Bobo. Okay, good to see you. Yeah, and this training of trainers, we went step by step through the course on entrepreneurship, but for a new target group of us, which is migrants and refugees, people with migrant background. And yes, we also gained very positive feedback from you guys that the methods are good and working. And now the most exciting things is happening right now with recruitment of the group, and yeah, the real course being implemented in our countries of YEPP network. So we are very excited about this and very happy that the materials which we have developed are very useful, I think very interactive. And we also have developed the Welcome Ship channel, which will be the website and also online learning platform with the course available to the trainers. And you can easily make it to your own course in your own language. And yeah, those of you who are involved, you know the details. So that's been our highlights of 3 projects and a lot of online activities as well. And do you have questions about this? Maybe questions or comments? Then
maybe what I can add is
Yes.
we are implementing the Welcome Ship project in Finland, Sweden, Italy, Portugal, and the UK. And it's starting with module 1 in most of the countries in January. And the Finnish people already started actually last and this week. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe what I can add, because I see Mirella here. Hi, Mirella.
And Germany. I forgot Germany actually in my.
Yeah.
Sorry, Aisha.
So Mirella participated in the Build Your Future course, which was like the first course long-term on entrepreneurship. And what we have added this time is the whole module 1, which is called Opening Minds and Doors. And there we deal with issues like in the group and yeah, diversity. What does it mean to have diverse backgrounds, and how is it for people with migrant background? Yeah, to be in the society. So we look into identity and culture. We look into the practical skills, how to build the dialogue. And we also analyze our communities from the point of view of them being inclusive. No, so we set the criteria and of inclusive communities and discuss it with the group. So I think that's been very interesting. Yeah, and then it's up to you guys to implement it and share with us your experience, your stories. Yeah. Anything else, Jochen or the others?
Not at this stage.
Okay, maybe later.
Yeah, so we can maybe
Here, yes.
present some figures. Yeah.
You've seen this slide probably. We've sent it around in the newsletter. That's the facts and figures we asked you to send us. So many thanks for that. We know it was short term, but you managed very well. And yeah, we have collected the data from all the partner countries involved this year. And as you can see, our network has grown considerably this year. So we have already 17 countries involved. It's very impressive to have this number and to have the coverage from the south to the north and east and west, also the center, of course. Yes, and it means for us that we have rich network now, many partners with diverse backgrounds. Yes, and also many more communities involved in Europe, and many more people which can benefit from the activities we do as the network. So you see here the numbers, which are 5-figure high, about beneficiaries and residents, and also young people. A lot of local projects implemented by you guys, and a lot of grants we have collected for the international projects to be distributed for the local work. Yeah, I think this is what I would like to say for now. 53%. It's a bit the increase of outreach only for this years, and we have 35 members in the network now in 17 countries. So yeah, that's something to be proud of together, I think. Yeah. Big applause to YEPP Community Network. Yeah, so we can go on. And these are the faces of YEPP Community Network for this year. You see here the partners sent us pictures. Again, maybe you recognize some faces, different local activities and also international activities. Albenga Conference, Berlin Partner Meeting, Welcome Ship, Solna, Graz, Fake Off, the shooting of tutorials. This is what I know, and also some local stories, which are represented through pictures. I have to say that I think it's very positive for us and for you as members to have such a richness and diversity of partners, because the network becomes more colorful as these pictures are. And yeah, we are here to exchange and grow together into the future.
Sounds like a great end sentence, but we're not done yet. So
No, growing is the constant goal, right? So
great. Did you want to say anything else?
No,
on this?
I
Okay.
think this is time to turn the arrows to you guys, and what we want to hear now is your highlights in a way you want to present it very shortly, maybe 2 minutes, but we want to hear either highlight from you for this year, or you can tell us a remarkable story. What is something that happens this year in your activities, in your organization, maybe something surprising, something you want to share with the others. And you can briefly introduce yourself, from which country, and then go ahead. And I propose that we just do it in the order of the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So Jochen, Tanya, and Angelica are the first, and then it's Aisha, Migrafrica. So I would like to give you the microphone, okay? So you can unmute yourself.
I already did it.
Yeah.
Wait, I can
And
also do it from my end. No, I can't. You can you unmute yourself, Aisha? Yeah.
Yes.
Super.
Yeah, okay, shall I start?
yes, please.
Okay, we are the German team. And on behalf of Migrafrica, we had some great Erasmus Plus projects this year. One where we implemented in different German cities, local meetings where young people met stakeholders and went into a deep communication with them on behalf of their needs. We had one project, it's called Multiplikator Plus, where we had 5 weekends in Germany with organizations from all over Germany that ended unexpectedly in us grounding a council of development where 60 MSO organizations, migrant self-organizations, had a final meeting in Berlin, and we met the BMZ and approached that we are more involved and are more allowed to participate in development in the African country. And the greatest highlight was that last month, one of our projects went to Munich, sorry. And we won the Hidden Award for 2018, which is, we have the prize for the organization with the best project involving refugees, and that went with a 25,000 euro amount. And ein Unternehmer, somebody who counsels corporations, is going to come next year and counsel us so that we upgrade our business in that area. So this
Great.
were highlights, and of course the Welcome Ship project, which we
of course
yes, which I'm really looking forward to implement.
Super.
Yes.
Great. Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great. So Sergi.
Hi.
Is Sergi the next in the list? Yeah. Hi, Sergi.
Not in mine, but it's fine.
Okay, I have a different order in the picture. So, but anyways,
Okay.
let's travel to Spain. Do you want to share some highlights of 2018 from your side?
Yes, but because I have to go to another meeting with my town school, and my experience is it's the final of the project, because I entered to work to this job in February, but I think that when we work with youth people, we have to make an emotional relationship, and if you want to make a community activities or community, do with the youth people. Sorry, but sorry, with my English, I tried to
Don't worry.
do it. You have to have an emotional relationship, and these projects, if you go with youth people and make that things, have a good experience, and you have it's more easy to make these emotional relationships. And the general, my experience is with the general project is quite good, but because it makes you more easy your job, and the youth people make an positive experience that never forget in your lives. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what was the best thing that happened in Lisa de Val?
The best thing
This
since
year, 2018.
The best thing with the group that we work, it's a group that now it's already working to community activities. Yeah, to the time bank, yeah, it's don't have a lot of project in the time, but it's a group that make a lot of emotional relationships, and we make another activities. To the last Halloween, he do it an activity for all the people of Disabay, and it's a group work to the community, and makes a lot of things, make things to his own town.
Great. Muchas gracias.
Muchas de nada.
Thank you, Sergi. The next in my list, well, it doesn't matter. Andrea from Albenga, you are in my order, the next. So do you want to share some highlights from Italy?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pitch our ears, even if you know that it's not my specialty, it's Diego's specialty. But so this year we have done a very interesting theater course that involved a lot of youngsters that show to representation, that have involved a lot of clients. There were a lot of people to watch it, and I think that the guys were very fascinated of these activities, because we have started the 2019 course of theater, and we have a lot of guys that were in the last year involved, and now are here again. And there's been quite 7 or 8 youngsters that are very involved in YEPP activities, that do everything from theater, from music, from video. And this was amazing to see that there are several middle ages, because there are a person like me that I'm 23, 14 youngster, 15, 18, that stay together and do everything together, and they build a very strong group. with a lot of relationship. I know that they meet them each other, even not for YEPP. So for me, it's a very amazing things. Then for Albenga, it's been very important to host the PPPP welcome PPPP exchange. For me, it was incredible to have a lot of person in my city, in my town, and to be able to speak with them, even if they come from a lot of different countries. It was amazing for me to go to Solna for the PPP, for the welcome ship, sorry, for the welcome ship project. And it's been amazing for me to understand that I want to do it, this stuff as a work, as a job. And I've decided to continue my study and to become an educator, a professional educator, or something like that, a teacher. And now I'm trying to think. One of the most important things, we have won a special prize for our video. We attend to a contest with an assecuration. I don't know if it's the right translation. Assecuration for what you pay for your car, for your motorbike, to be sure that if you make some accident, you are covered from any kind of damage. They made a challenge. We attended with a video clip where there was a guys that was rapping. We wrote the lyrics, the music, the video, and we won the first prize in Italy. And then we're very proud of them, and of course myself, because I was involved. It was an amazing experience. And now we are trying to do another kind of stuff like that, but we are very short in time. We have a lot of things together. So at the moment, I'm a very bit confused with a lot of things that we have to manage. But I think that if we make the total of this year, it was a very good year. And that's it.
Great. Thank you, Andrea. And next year, we will be back in Albenga for the Welcome Ship Youth Exchange. So thank you very much for sharing.
Maybe just a negative things that I am a bit worried about, that we have some difficulty to recruiting the guys for the Welcome Ship project. We are trying now to do something new because that we didn't do before, but we don't lose the hope.
Mm-hmm. Yes, well, we can talk about that one-to-one and see how we can get help you with that. I'm sure we will manage. Yeah, great. Thank you, Andrea. I have Carolina here as the next.
Me too.
Great.
Hi everyone, Carolina from Portugal and from DIPAL. So for those who doesn't know DIPAL, DIPAL stands for Developing Youth Participation at Local Level. So I should highlight one of our projects, right? So I would highlight this regional youth plan that we made in Madeira, which is an archipelago in Portugal. And it was an 18-month project. We went to all the schools, we went to all the stakeholders, and we create this regional youth plan with the needs from the young people, but also with their solutions for their problems. It was amazing because we finished with this youth forum in Madeira, and we invited young people from the mainland. So they got inspired, and they are trying to replicate or to do similar things at their local, at their community. So it's nice because we took some young people from Portimão, and now they are asking, so when we will do the same here? And we are trying to develop the same project here. So it's nice when you inspire others to do good things or to do the same things at their communities. Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Was a good pitch for 1 minute?
Very good. You just forgot the Welcome Ship project, but that's fine.
Okay.
I'm joking.
Okay. But someone will tell more about this.
No, I'm just joking. Thank you for sharing. This sounds really, really great. And Tanya will also visit you in 2019, so she's very excited about that.
Yes.
I
The
have
next is Mihai.
Mihai,
On my
yes.
list. Hi, Mihai. It rhymes very well. So yeah, happy to see you here.
The new slogan here. I will. So this year,
Can you
we
introduce shortly who
Okay.
you are and what
my,
organization and where?
And what
my,
project maybe you were involved in?
my name is Mihai. I'm from Bacău, Romania. I'm working at the Bacău Community Foundation. This year we have done some interesting activities that was developed in the first 2 years of the PPP project. So it was a youth festival, Livada cu tineri, something intraductible, that we organized here. Some youth trainings about, I don't know, personal development or pitch skills with an actor. Second, I'm pretty proud about the youngs from Lives because they implemented this year's their first project on Științescu, something intraducible. Științescu is an educational program on STEM, scientific, technological, engineering, and math. And they organize trainings with, I don't know, children about physics and chemistry. It was very interesting. I don't know. This is the main highlights with youngs in Bacău. I don't know. Strategic. Every year we are investing over $30,000 in financing project on STEM projects.
Mm-hmm.
This is the main strategic involvement in the youngs and the youngs education on a very specific way, but with a great impact about their school, their education.
Mm-hmm. Great. And for those who don't know Mihai or Bacău, we had a youth exchange, a very fantastic youth exchange last year, not this year, in Bacău, Romania. And the project in Livezi, he mentioned, is a very small village at the outskirts of Bacău. And they set up a youth club there. And we also visited this place, which was really great. Very good memories.
And swam in the swimming pool to support the project.
We participated in a swimathon in Bacău too. That was also a highlight, but from last year.
I'm expecting you on swimathon.
Yeah, we'll negotiate about that later.
Okay.
Good. Thank you, Mihai, for sharing. We have now we travel to Zagreb in Croatia.
Yay.
Hi, Mirella. Good to see you again. So wait, you have to unmute yourself. Oh, I just did it. Yeah.
Okay.
Now we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Mirella from Zagreb, Croatia. I'm representing Institute for Creative Education. As Tanya mentioned, we participated in Build Your Future project, but we have always nice memories of this project and are starting to develop a new project on this basis. Our highlight for this year was one project again in the area of entrepreneurship education. It's called EDEA. It was Erasmus Plus project, and it's EDEA says elements of developing entrepreneurial attitude. It is dedicated to young people and young entrepreneurs from Croatia, Italy, and France. We had this year we had three youth exchanges, and the purpose is to show young people best practices from this place, entrepreneurial stories in the field of social entrepreneurship. We visited a social cooperative in Pesaro, Italy, and co-working space there in one small rural area. And in France, we've been to Limoges, where the partner is cooperative of entrepreneurs. Very interesting model. And the guys came to Zagreb too, and we showed them business entrepreneurship examples from Zagreb. I mean, the project is still going on, but these were like 3 activities from this year. Another thing what I really would like to share with you is one workshop that we organized was 2 weeks ago now in a field of intuitive pedagogy. It was for let's say teachers and parents, or I mean people who are teaching anything, and how to develop intuition, how to know better yourself and be more authentic in teaching others. So that was really a great experience. We had a guest trainer, Mr. Thomas Pedroli. He's from Netherlands. I think he's a German guy, and we had really nice experience with some very simple but deep games, I would say, and it's something that we organize for teachers and parents, but it's something that can be, you know, applied to everyone.
Do you have any material from this workshop?
We have some videos and some pictures. We can share them yeah, with you.
Mm-hmm.
And for next year we are now we applied for one project. It's for young people from 16 to onwards, encouraging young people to participate more in electoral processes, to go to vote more often, and to somehow to show them, inform them more about what is like democracy, what it is, this right to vote that has really big impact, and that they can do change with their participation. That's one project that we are applied now for funding. So we are hoping to get the funds, and then we will implement it in 2 schools in Croatia.
Super.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much, Mirella. Do you want to add anything else, or? Okay.
No, that's
good. Thank you. It was great to see you again. We hadn't seen each other for a while. So thank you for sharing, Mirella. And we have here now Bobo Roberto from CESP in Italy. in Turin. Good morning, Robo. Wait, I'll try to unmute you.
Hi.
You can't unmute. Oh, now we can hear you. Roberto. I cannot speak.
I think that Bobo has problem with the microphone.
Ah, okay.
He wrote in the chat.
But his microphone is muted right now. So
yeah.
can we try again?
Okay. I try also from my end because I am able, but not with Bobo. Okay, here's the task, Bobo. We'll talk now to Lorenz, and you write us 2 lines in the chat on what your highlights were. You're not gonna get away with this so easy. So for those who don't know Bobo, he's representing CHISP, a very strong partner of YEPP Europe in Turin, Italy, very much involved in YEPP as well. And they're very internationally focused as well and do a lot of projects worldwide. It's a quite big organization. And Bobo will write us some lines in the chat, hopefully. And I see here Lorenz is also with us. We haven't seen and heard from you for a while. Lorenz, we're very happy that you're with us. Can you tell us something about the latest news in Görlitz, in our YEPP local site in Görlitz? Hi, Lorenz. Let's unmute Lorenz. Can you do it from your end? There should, yeah.
Yes.
Now. Oh, okay. Now it's working?
Yeah, yes, we can hear you. Hi, Lorenz.
Hi.
Oh, we can't hear you really. We can't. Can you come closer to the?
Baš mi se javio friend, on je prošao i teče pčelarstva I totalno preferira jednu druga.
It's the language which is not German.
Yeah, I unmuted Mirella. Lorenz, can you try to talk? No, it's not working.
He's muted again. Yes. Lorenz?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes. But not well. Oh, try to unmute you from your side. Now?
Yeah, there's no double click needed. Just one click.
Okay, now we can hear you. Let's try again.
Yes. Hi again.
Hi.
Yeah, this year we were like more working with my collective, but in the same constellation also with Birgit together, and we made like 2 projects. So one project was Weltstadt, World City. It's a project with refugees, and it was a big exhibition in Berlin where they made like houses out of old used materials to get in touch with their own history, like houses where they were living back home in their countries before they started their journey to Europe. And we continued this story in Görlitz. So we built like another 15 houses with refugees. Mostly they were not young people, but they were like old men. It was pretty funny. But at the same time, these were mostly people that really have no chance at the labor market in Germany. So this was like learning about like German culture a bit. And we had like 2 weeks to build like the exhibition in Görlitz with them. And after that, there was 1 month of like open exhibition, some workshops, some events, and we had like a big old industrial hall for it again. And then we had some exchange and trips also to Berlin and to Berlin-Spandau to meet other people that also are building like houses with refugees. And in the end, we had like an international meeting in November in Berlin. It was like a kind of like with YEPP, because we met like people also from Italy, also from Greece, and I also informed them about YEPP, that they can join the network because they were partly very close to the YEPP approach. And yes, so this was the refugee project. And on the other hand, we are right now like in an internship for starting our Build Your Future 2. So we have like a network in East Germany with 9 partners, and we are learning again how to open like a lab for social entrepreneurship, of course, in rural areas. But included is that we refix the concept. So we use the content from Build Your Future from back in the days, but we also plan to have an own space for that. So an own room in our neighborhood. And we are also planning to, fix the concept and do fundraising. I think we start in February. And then there will be, so right now we have like a learning partnership with 8 other partners from East Germany to restart Build Your Future in our local community.
Wow, it's fantastic. It's always very nice to hear for us that there are spin-offs of Build Your Future. We had one in Italy as well this year.
Yeah.
So that's really nice. And also Mirella, you also using it apparently. So that's fantastic to hear. And thank you for sharing, Lorenz.
Yeah, nice to be here.
Yeah, nice to have you back. Great. I have here something from Bobo. You might see it yourself in the chat. So he's saying that we are still working on YEPP Falkera. This is a YEPP site in Turin.
Yeah.
What? What's so funny?
The girl who's 47 years old. That's.
Okay.
I asked Roberto if it's all from young people, and.
Okay. Okay. So they're active in YEPP Falkera. They started their own association and are running 2 youth centers and the big projects in the city of Turin. And then they are doing also Welcome Ship. They are one of the implementing partners, and they're recruiting people. Have 28 applications. A girl from 47 years. So we're very excited to see that unfolding in Turin, this project as well. So thank you, Bobo. Unfortunately, we can't hear you, but at least it's nice to see also your highlights from this year. And I think we have
admin. It's
admin. This is is very likely to be Alexandra joining us from home. Is it you, Alexandra? Admin? I just unmuted you. Is it you, Alexandra? I'm pretty sure it's her. So thank you all for sharing. I found that very interesting. What I also just realized is that some of you do not know each other. And this is also the objective of a network. Of course, we are at the center of it, and it's our role also to bring people together. And maybe you just heard from other people you didn't know, and what they're doing locally, and there might be some common interest, common things you would like to develop, even at a bilateral level. So that was very interesting. Of course, the network is much bigger. We don't have all of the people with us today, but still, it was very, very interesting to hear. And what we would like to do now, unless you have, Lorenz also is sending some links here in the chat if you want to check out his project. And here's a question: who is Angelika? Who I don't know who's asking.
I can say this.
Yes, please, Angelika, introduce yourself.
Yes,
we
course.
took it for granted that everybody knows Angelika.
Yeah,
but,
no, of course not.
Go ahead, yes.
Well, actually, hi everybody. It's really nice meeting you all here. I'm the director of the Institute for Community Education, and where YEPP Europe is based. And I'm actually one of the founders and developers of YEPP since the very beginning, the preparatory phase, then the 10 years. I was a program director of the 10 years Youth Empowerment Partnership Program, where we developed the whole approach and implemented it and tested it, evaluated it. And then I initiated at the Institute for Community Education the YEPP Europe, which is called YEPP Europe now, to continue our work after the 10 years. And at the moment, or for several years now, since 2012, I work as a consultant to the YEPP Europe team. And yeah, that's who I am. And I will come back to this later about YEPP approach and methodology.
Great, thank you. Thank you, Angelika. Yes, we took that a bit for granted because Angelika, so to speak, has founded YEPP basically. So thank you for that, Angelika. What I would like to do now is to pass to the next part, which is the look into the future. So we would like to, from our side, to give you a little bit of an insight on what we are planning, what's the future outlooks for this next year and also 2020. So I talk you through this slide here, and then maybe you can also tell us a bit about your plans. So I start
with inclusion.
Yeah, let's start here on the left-hand side. Inclusion actions across boundaries. This is an application we have written this year. It's an Erasmus Plus Key Action 1 application, meaning it's about youth exchanges, not one, but we applied for 2. And they are 2 big youth exchanges we are planning. We hope that the application will be positive. Obviously, we'll know this December. And it's about the topic inclusion, not only inclusion of migrants and refugees, but inclusion in general. So of marginalized groups in the community, including also people with special needs, the people of different sexual orientation. So whatever marginalized group there can be identified in the community, we would like to do a youth exchange on how can a community be more inclusive towards these groups. And we are talking about 2 youth exchanges, one in Berlin and one in Greece. So Berlin 2019, Greece 2020. And we also try to do 2 things. So that's in the back of our mind was to first make them big and bring all the as much countries and partners together as possible. So we talk about 10 different countries in this, and about 70 to 80 young people. So there will be quite large youth exchanges. And the second important thing, Tanya, can I ask you to mute yourself because I have some echo on?
Yes, sure.
Thank you. And the second thing is that we also, for the first time in a youth exchange, include young people with special needs. So we have about 10 to 15 people from the different countries with different types of special needs. And it is, for us, a very exciting aspect, and a very challenging from different point of views, from maybe logistics, but also from our own experience. This will be new, but we are very, very excited about it, and we pray and cross fingers and all burn candles that things that the application will be accepted. So we'll let you know as soon. Yes.
Yes, and I wanted to just to say that we try to include as many YEPP partners, project partners from all projects into this application, and succeeded. So we hope that the application is approved, and we will have sites like Görlitz and Croatia, and then Italy and Spain being active in the network. So we we get engaged again in the joint activities through this project application. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's also exactly what Tanya said. It will be an opportunity for people who have not necessarily worked together in the country, in the different projects, to actually meet and work together. Another interesting thing about this project is, so there's 2 youth exchanges, but there's also stuff happening in between. So young people will have a youth exchange in Berlin, then they go back into their community and try to develop a small-scale local inclusion project. So they make a situation analysis as usual in YEPP and see what kind of small project can be developed to make the community more inclusive. And attached to this is also an inclusion photo exhibition. So it will happen locally in the communities and also during the youth exchange in Greece. So that's also quite a nice aspect to that project. The next here is Welcome Ship. I don't have to explain what it is. It will now in 2019 go into the phase of local implementation, and we're very excited to see this unfolding. We'll be visiting, myself and Tanya, the different partners. We'll be sharing, I'd say aggressively, not aggressively, but intensively. So we do videos, photos, social media. All this has a very strong or important role in this project to really share what's going on and the best practice and learning, obviously. So there will be a youth exchange in Albenga in April, and there will either in December, November, the final conference, or it might be in 2020 at the beginning, January, February. So that is still to be decided. Yeah, then we have the next one here is Civil Society Cooperation in the Field of Youth. It's the name of a call. It's an annual call of Erasmus Plus Key Action 3. We have never done this, but we want to try next year. To briefly summarize it, it's basically a grant for infrastructure costs, and it's only networks of a certain size can apply. So this was never on our agenda because we didn't have the sufficient number of countries in our networks, but we are now eligible with I think it's up to 15 countries, and we have a partner in Belgium out of the box who's very experienced with this. I think even Dipole, you are also applying to this grant, being a network, and we'll look into this seriously. It's at the end of 2019, the deadline, so we'll look into this seriously because we could benefit greatly from it. Then we have Communities for Change. It's another Erasmus Plus Key Action 2. So Key Action 2, most of you know it, it's the strategic partnerships, what we've been doing for several years now. So Build Your Future, Welcome Ship, are these Key Action 2 projects. And we want to apply again at the end of in October 2019 for another 2 years project. And we called it Communities for Change. For now, it's quite vague. We want to, first of all, from the partners, find out what should be the specific topic. And we have to decide on it. So it's obviously about youth empowerment, but we have to, and community empowerment, but we have to look what the specific angle will be, the specific topic. Then we have here 20 years of YEPP, and Angelika, who founded YEPP now, I think it's 19 years ago, wanted to tell you a bit about this aspect, because this is a very exciting date, 2020 for YEPP. So Angelika.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Jochen. Well, it's obviously a great pleasure for me and for us to say that in 2020 we will celebrate 20 years of YEPP. And you can imagine that is a great achievement of sustainability, and it's really something we all achieved together. YEPP started, so to speak, in 2000 with the preparation of the Youth Empowerment Partnership Program. Then we had the 10 years program, Youth Empowerment Partnership Program. And in 2012, we continued with YEPP Europe. And as we heard all earlier, by now our network actually expanded considerably, and like with 35 active partners in 17 countries and 125 communities and all that. So, I mean, it is really a great achievement. And we want to celebrate with our whole network our achievements. And of course, we would like to look into the successes, but we also would like to look into the lessons learned and to collect ideas how to go into the future together. Some of you have been with us from the very beginning. Others joined recently as project partners. And so it's really about our joint achievements. And we have a series of ideas how to celebrate in 2020. We will start next year with preparing for these celebrations. And we will have some ideas about presentations, of course, some videos, some films we would like to make. And and we hope also that we have a community meeting then again to celebrate together. And we will share our ideas with you next year when we have developed a little bit more plan. And of course, all your ideas are most welcome as well, because it's also your celebration in a way. And so I hope it will work out nicely that we are prepared for 2020 for this exciting events and achievements. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Angelika. Yeah, we will definitely, or you will hear more from this, and we will also check in the community on ideas how to celebrate in form of meetings, presentations, events, etc., publications maybe. And so thank you very much. The next logo here on the slide is Fake Off. We also talked about it. It's going into the second or in the last year of the project. In 2019, there will be several events in, what's the name of the town in Italy, Tanya? There will be a big event. Padova. And yes, and the also exciting thing about this project is that the main product will be released, which is this app with 3 games on how young people can learn more about fake news and how to deal with them. And So that is being developed by not web developers, but game developers, and we're very excited to test this with young people in 2019. Then we have EMN here. EMN will continue with organizing youth exchanges for the YEPP community network. It is very likely to be again about the topic cyberbullying, about hate speech through social media. This is something Andrea has been doing last year and before, and it's a very, very important aspect for young people, and it's they have been very positive youth exchanges he has organized. He's even thinking of maybe writing an application for strategic partnerships grants, or the Key Action 2 for Erasmus+, which would be a larger project, and that is also being planned at least by EMN. But we will definitely have youth exchanges again in 2019 and 20 with Andrea Serafini in Turin. Then the Inspiration Labs, we also decided to continue with our free webinars. We sent it around last week, I think, already one scheduled for January with a speaker from Germany, from NEFTI. It's a network for entrepreneurship trainers. They basically train teachers, school teachers, on how to teach entrepreneurship to students. And as Tanya said, we have this partnership with the what was it? The entrepreneurship competition, yeah, entrepreneurship competition. And the interesting thing of this is their outreach to more than 100 countries. So we hope to reach out for more participants around the world with this. Then we have here another thing, a logo of the CRC, the Convention for Children's Rights. This is also for now an idea. This is my personal background, and then we might look into funding in 2019 for a project on this topic. I have developed a children's rights educational method at the time when I was still studying this, and this could be a potential interesting project idea, and we will see if there's funding for this. So it would be on human rights education and children's rights education in particular. This is what we are planning. There's little things, of course, but these are some big agenda points, I would say, for our work in 2019 and 20. And we also, do you have maybe questions at this stage? Checking the chat.
Yes, Jakob,
yes?
Can invite Josephine to speak up, because she's writing in the chat that it's her from Finland and the admin. So Josephine,
oh, okay, admin.
Can you hear us?
Yes, wait, I will unmute her. Josephine, can you speak? Can you try to speak? Well, apparently she can't. She's unmuted. So I guessed wrong. Admin is not our admin, Alexandra. It's Josephine from Finland, from Kristinestadt. So just I'm just reading in the chat. There's no microphone, so she can speak. Okay. Maybe you want to share anything from Kristinestadt in the chat, but about the last year, if you want to share that with us. We are somehow already in the future, and these are the plans for us. Does anyone have questions or comments at this stage? Okay, that's fine. You can also always ask a question. What we wanted to do now is to also have some thoughts, insights, questions, suggestions from you regarding the future. We are obviously, as you know, an international network, and what is important for us is also to include your wishes and plans when it comes to, for example, topics. One of our main business is to develop capacity building programs such as Welcome Ship, Build Your Future, Fake Off, blah, blah, blah. We always check with our community what are the burning issues, the topics, the things, the needs you have, and we can respond to through capacity building projects, through our expertise, coaching, visiting, whatever. So I would like to ask you if you would like to share something about either your own plans or also about wishes from your side when you think of the YEPP community network. What would you like to see?
You can write it in the chat.
Or you can talk.
Or talk.
Yeah.
Now I don't have to unmute myself even because they all can hear it.
Yes,
So
they can hear you through my microphone. Yeah. Carolina, you're smiling. I just give you the mic.
Oh, okay. Tell me again the question. About the next year, right?
Yes.
Okay, so next year, here in Nepal, we will be very focused on the European elections, but we will also use this welcome ship, as we talked last meeting, to join different young people from different countries and to share some ideas and to collect their opinions about you, about how to develop a project. So we are trying to connect different projects to collect more results or to have more results. I don't know if it was the question.
Yes, we're talking about future plans. Also, what we wanted to give here is the opportunity for people to say what they would like to see. Maybe it's a difficult question, but what they would like to see in the network, what they maybe in form of topics, maybe in form of developments of the network, content, input. So these kind of things.
I don't know. I was reading what you wrote here, and you have youth empowerment, but for us, it's about youth participation also.
Mm-hmm.
So we are very focused on the youth participation and to involve the young people on the decision making. So maybe we would like to see more things regarding to this issue, how to involve young people in the decision-making process.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. What we understand with the youth empowerment very much includes youth participation.
I know that.
It's an element, it's very, very important element of it. But as you said, the European election, for example, is also an important event when it comes to the active participation in decision making and to foster this kind of culture. Any other comments maybe, or questions, or things you would like to share about the future?
No,
Okay.
not for now.
That's fine. I mean, we one way we also ask this question is in the annual surveys. So we always ask when we do the surveys what kind of needs you have, what kind of topics you would like to see in programs reflected, and that will be continuing. So the question to you on what you would like and what kind of needs you have. So from my side, this is pretty much it. We are truly happy that you could make it today and share all your insights and your stories with us. We wish you Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, obviously, very much. And we are very excited to work with you in 2019 and 20 and continue to work on youth and community empowerment. And we're very, very happy to have you all in our network. So Tanya, would you like to say something nice for Christmas before we end?
What was about singing the song?
No, we leave that for next time.
Yeah, I want to say thank you everybody for being here with us in the network this year, because that's thanks to you that this year was so rich and so positive, also so exciting through the meetings. And yeah, we wish you Happy New Year. We wish you happy holidays, and we look forward to seeing you again live or on
online.
Zoom. Yes, and then also personally, those of you who we will visit next year, it's also yeah, an exciting opportunity for us to connect. And yeah, let's close. I
yes,
think.
Thank you. And
Angelica?
Yeah, I would like to thank you all very much. It was great meeting you. Some of you I didn't know yet, so it's very good, and I think it's a very encouraging development of YEPP, I must say. So I'm very happy, and I wish you a very, very nice Christmas, a peaceful Christmas, hopefully, and yeah, a very happy and productive and prosperous New Year. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all again at the next possible event and network meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. And say hi to your colleagues who we know, and also
please.
Merry Christmas to all those who are behind the scenes. Janina, Bruno, Mirella, the others, yeah, Abraham, and so on. And
etc. etc.
Yes. Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Ciao. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.